Shalom. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles of Great Millstone. Also to you brothers out there that putting on this truth faithfully, fearlessly, feeding the sheep. And to brothers that are tuning in, Shalom. And brothers and sisters, we are going through beautiful times right now. The prophecies spreading across this earth. Okay, we are looking and seeing the dismay on the faces of our enemy, the so-called white man. Okay, these white people, these Edomites that walk around so proud. Okay, we are seeing that this wicked queendom is slowly but surely falling down. Okay, and we also seeing that the rest of this earth, this is the best part. The rest of this earth is also waking up, okay, to seeing who the real devil is on this earth, okay? And this is great times, okay? Let's start off with our first book here. This is the book of Jeremiah 49 and 10. It says, "But I have made Esau bare. I have uncovered his secret places, and he shall not be able to hide himself. His seed is spoiled, and his brethren and his neighbors, and he is not." Okay, so now what we have exposed here, we go out in the highways and the byways and putting up these videos daily, okay? And we expose what the lies, the deceit, okay, the threats, okay, the coercion that Esau uses, okay? We go through the biblical scriptures and we bring it out, okay, and how this was actually done, okay, by this wicked man, okay, through his news media that he puts out there, that he tries to use to combat what he calls misinformation, okay. We're able to counteract that with scriptures, okay. We were able to show that everything that he brings out as positive is in fact negative, okay, and it's disastrous. And you are starting to see right now, I know one of the brothers brought it out, and I actually uploaded up a short video today, okay, that shows that they have created, okay, a variant of the C19, okay, that has 80% kill, okay. So wait a minute, why are you creating something that you spent 2 years creating the solution, okay, for the earth, for the people of the earth, okay, to take, okay, to get rid of it? So you see, again, this brings out, okay, who the real villain of the earth is, okay, who the real true devil is, and this is so-called white man, okay. And we're seeing right now that this man leave evidence, okay. He's very sloppy with his work, okay. He has everything documented because why? He's very proud, okay. His pictures, his movies, his media, his video, okay. He logs everything, but okay, because he is a child, okay, in nature, okay, he forgets his lies. He forgets where he left his toys. He forgets where he left all of his apparatus that he uses, okay, to commit the evil here on this earth, okay. And those of you who have kids, you would probably know that, or when you were a kid yourself, you would know how you would do things. You would leave your stuff all over the place, and then all of a sudden you can't find it, okay, and you deny even the fact that you even had the doggone toy, or you were playing with it, because you're a kid, okay? That's what kids does. Let's go into the next book here. This is the book of 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed," which is Esau, the so-called white man, the son of perdition, okay? He's going to death, okay? We know that this wicked queendom, the end result is death, and the end of Esau after 1,000 years of slavery is death. And it says, "Who oppose it and exalt himself above all that is called God, or that is worship, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God," okay. Needless to say, we have gone through many images where Esau covered the faces of judges, okay. He makes himself the apostles, he makes himself God, he makes himself what they call Jesus or Christ, okay. He makes himself, okay, the heavenly, okay, bodies, okay, that's written in the scriptures, okay, which is an abomination, and he's going to pay dearly for that, okay. So we have exposed that what Esau claims to be, okay, is not true, okay. We know what the Yahushua Mashiach looks like. We know what the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua looks like, okay. And we know what the angels, okay, and all the apostles and prophets in the Bible look like, okay. And so the world is actually seeing this, okay. They just have been afraid to say this, but in deep down in their hearts, they're looking for someone to stand up, and we are those people that's standing up. Now, we're not standing up for the earth. We're standing up for the 1/3, hopefully, elect of Israel, okay. The 145,000 men, okay, throughout history, okay, standing up against this man, and also the 1/3 elect that's going to be saved when Yahushua Mashiach, the Malak, okay, returns, okay. So we're not doing this for the whole earth, but they will benefit, okay, when this man does go down, okay. This is the book of Jeremiah 51 and verse 7. It says, "Babylon had been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad." Let me read that again. It says, Babylon had been made a golden cup in the laws of Yahweh Shemiah's hand that had made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunk enough of wine, therefore the nations are mad. Okay, when you think of madness and you think of drunk, okay, what do you think of? Okay, you think of someone that's what? Incoherent. Okay, they're not thinking clearly, and this is exactly how these nations are. Okay, when you're under a spell, when you're under the influence, okay, of these doctrines and the way of life, and all of the glitter and the glamour, okay, and the magic and the sorceries of Esau, okay, you start to do what? You start to not, okay, look around or even feel threatened by this man, no matter what this man does. And this is, as you can see here, okay, what do people do with someone that is not aware? Okay, they take advantage of them, they steal from them. And this is what Esau has been able to do. Esau has been able, okay, to steal, okay, also plant his tares, which is where he's going to procreate in all these different nations so that he can have succession, okay, of evil, okay, continuously across this earth, okay, because many of the people that think that they're so-called Chinese or so-called Japanese or so-called Indians, and in fact, Edomites, okay, that's why they're exalted in those positions. And this is what this man does, okay, because his philosophy is like wine, and is very, very strong mind, okay, and when you have very strong wine and you are not really, your body is not, acclimated, okay, to absorb it, okay, then you get drunk real fast and then you become incoherent, and anyone is able to take advantage of, which is exactly what Esau has been able to do. Okay, he's been able to rape cultures. Okay, rape these countries of their cultures. Okay, he's raped these nations of their sovereignty. Okay, he steals their resources. Okay, he robs them of their pride. Okay, he coerces them and he threatens them, and this is what he does. Because why? His philosophy is believed. Because why? Again, as I said earlier on there. Okay, in 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, okay, verse 4, it says he exalted himself above the Most High, Yahweh Shemiah. So the world is also seeing that, because what? This is the man that has changed the image of the judges, so that's what the world is used to. Let's go into the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, it's down verse 10. It says, the city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. There's a crying for wine in the street. All joy is dark and the mirth of the land is gone. Look here, if you go on the highway in the byway right now, or you don't just walk them out regularly, these people aren't happy. They know what's going on right now, especially after that 2-year lockdown, okay? The 2-year lockdown that is taking place right now, these people now feel vulnerable. These Edomites now feel vulnerable. A lot of them are out of work, okay? They did wind up getting a job, okay? I remember talking to a couple of Edomites, okay, who are expressing me great fear because they weren't prepared financially to deal with job loss, and they had lost their job, great paying job, okay? And this is when I was living out in the Bay Area, okay? And, they feel vulnerable right now, okay? But again, this is their queendom, so they actually recover by getting into the job, which Jake doesn't get. So Jake right now still in the equality mindset, not really coming into this true understanding what's going on. And what they're doing is they're getting themselves in debt by going to college, okay, taking the Jabberwocky, okay, which is we're going to see right now, okay, with this new variant, okay, that they have created, okay, that we know it's going to get out there, okay, is going to see now what happens to these people that has bowed down to this doggone wicked devil. But Esau has been made bare because why? You have an opposing force, which is the prophet, okay, the servants of Yahushua Mashiach that's out there exposing this man at all levels, okay? You also have these other platforms out there, some of them on YouTube, okay, but many of them have their own private websites in which they go there and they talk about what? The things and the evil that the so-called white man does. Now, they don't know the doctrine of the true gospel like we do, okay, and they don't really present it in that manner because they present it more in a carnal way or in a more feelings way or political way or more of, well, that's a bad guy or whatever the case like that, because despite the fact that they see that the wicked man, okay, the person who's oppressing them is actually someone that looks like them when they look into the mirror every day, okay, a so-called white man, they refuse to believe, okay, that the so-called white man is the actual devil of the Bible because they really believe that there's some guy that you meet in the afterlife, okay, not understanding that hell is a place on earth, okay, when you're alive, okay. Let's go into the book of Ecclesiasticus 40 And Psalm verse 9 says, death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These are the things created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. All things that are of the earth shall turn to the earth again, and that which is of the water doth return into the sea. All bribery and injustice should be blotted out, but true dealing shall endure forever. Okay, so we are going into what is taking place right now all across the earth. Now, it hasn't hit Great Babylon to the level that it is in, say, Africa, or these, the usual suspect nations where there's always been poverty, okay, tribulations and all the scorch. But that is starting to come here to Great Babylon, America, and that's going to start with the house of Israel, okay, us so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos, which is known as Jacob's trouble, okay, that we are going to be going through, okay, which is going to, of course, when you have any type of trouble, okay, or any type of impact, okay, on a certain people, if we're here on the land of Great Babylon, America, which means what? There is going to be, okay, there's going to be other nations here that are going to be impacted. And Esau is going to be impacted, okay? Because we build these nations, okay? We build them with entertainment, business, everything, okay? So without Jake, this place is going to fall very rapidly. And Jake is going to be in a dire situation where Jake is not going to be able to contribute to Great Babylon, America, as we've been able to contribute, because we are now getting that final punishment from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay, so this place is going to go through famine, okay, and the whole world is going to go through this famine, okay. And guess what? The so-called white man who's exalted himself as God, okay, can't God do everything? Okay, so why can't the white man fix the problem? He's not fixing the problem, and the world is going to see that this man doesn't fix problem. He creates problem, and he is death himself. Okay, and this is why these nations are going to start to look at this man as weak, and in fact, they are looking at him as weak right now, because they're now looking to another Edomite nation, or these other nations that are promising, hey man, we could probably take care of you. Okay, and let's go into the book of Isaiah 14 and 10, starting with verse 10, and it says, all they shall speak and say unto thee, art thou also become weak as we? Hey, wait a minute, wait, you were powerful, now you're talking about there's talks of famine going on in America, there's talks of shortages of food in America. What's going on with this? Why are white people now suddenly homeless? Why do you have white people now, holding really tight on to their finances and stuff? And why are they scared? Okay, they're becoming weak. Okay, Esau has become weak not only morally, physically, spiritually, okay, but militarily, okay, he starts weak also too, okay? And it says, art thou become weak like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of thy wars, and the worm is spread under the tree, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations, okay? And this is what's going on right now. This place is being cut down. Now, people are going to see when America go down and take its last breath, it is going to be a sight, okay, that the world has never seen before, okay? And that's why Revelations go deep into that, okay? Revelations goes how they mourn, okay, the great judgments that's going to become upon this earth, but especially here, the Great Babylon, America, which is going to get that final judgment, okay, unlike anything ever seen, ever in the history of the earth, okay, since it was created, okay? And these nations have lost trust, okay? They've lost trust of their God. This is the earthly God, the so-called white man, who's unable to deliver them from famine, scourges, okay, pestilence, and also the sword. He's supposed to be the peacekeeper of the earth, yet so he goes around, and everywhere he goes, he leaves utter destruction and make things even worse, okay? And we know right now he's down in Haiti, okay? He's out there in this proxy war that's going on out there in Ukraine. He's out in Africa doing those missions, okay? He's doing surveillance here in Great Babylon, America, on his own citizens, okay? Unbeknownst to these people, they don't understand, these so-called white people, okay? These crackers, they really believe that they're special, and they are not subject, okay, to the judgment that, us, Hebrew Israelites, okay, so-called blacks, Native Americans, and Latinos have been experiencing here all the while, okay? Let's go into the book of Jeremiah, and let's close out here. This is the book of Jeremiah 50, starting verse 29. It says, call together archers against Babylon. Okay, now why are they going to call archers against Babylon? Okay, if you see your oppressive nation, or you see this nation that goes around and talk about democracy, but instead comes with a sword instead of a pen and a paper to say, let's sign off treaties and let's get things together and make everybody's life better. He comes with a sword. Okay, remember I talked about the fact that this man deals with what? Lies, deceit, okay, threats and coercion. Okay, he is going to do things he would do in the form of embargoes, okay, or an outright invasion, okay, and turns everybody against you because he's a liar. Okay, that's what he does. He spreads gossip, okay, that are lies. Okay, and it says, all ye that bend the bow camp against it round about, let none thereof escape. Recompense according to our work. according to all that she had done, do unto her, for she had been proud against the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai, against the Holy One of Israel. Therefore shall her young men fall in the streets, and all the men of war should be cut off in that day, said the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So the nations, if they understood, okay, the scriptures like we do, they understood, okay, the future of Great Babylon America, or the United States of America, if people want to call it, whatever the case of the future of these so-called white people, and they understood this particular precept right here, they would understand America, okay, the American military is guaranteed to lose, period, and they're going to lose horribly. They're men, okay, and I'm quoting my finger here. You can't see it. I'm quoting my finger here because that's really hard to say, to call these doggone service members men now. They're really women, really, okay. It's disgusting. And anyone who's in the service right now needs to get the hell out, okay. Seriously, you're gonna die. You're gonna die very early on. There is no win-win situation for Great Babylon America. The so-called white man is going to lose in World War III. Okay, the Lord has decreed it. Okay, and just like He gave him the power to go there and conquer the earth, lies, deceit, coerce, okay, and do all of the horrible things that he can do, okay, He's going to also be brought down, okay, and then saved just enough, okay, for all of these nations to be saved, to go up against Yahushua Mashiach when He returns with the angelic force, only to be obliterated, okay, and the heavenly kingdom be set up afterward. Okay, so here's what's going to happen here, is that these nations are going to say, now is our time to get blood, okay, and the Lord is encouraging them. In fact, He's putting the spirit in all these nations to come up, because why? Esau is made bare. Okay, Esau is made bare. Everybody can see that this doggone, this facade of liberty, okay, freedom and democracy has been nothing but what? Death to everybody that has actually drank that wine from this doggone devil, the so-called white man. So I'd like to go to by giving all praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, by Shem Yahushai, by Shem Crocodiles, double honor to teachers, elders, and apostles of the great millstone. Also to you brothers that are putting up the truth faithfully, fearlessly feeding the sheep, and you brothers that are tuning in. Shalom.